healing series of trying to explain about affirmation. Now we're going to talk about spiritual affirmation. It says in the front page, affirmation to increase one's spiritual energy and connect to the higher self. Now remember, the higher self is something like this. Here we put on here. Here we have the supreme light, the supreme God, whatever you, or the creator. Creator coming down, higher self, right down, you go to yourself. You are a physical body with all the energy field. We call it the energy body, astral body and mental body. And then your mind is there, and then your soul. Now once this body get dissolved, your mind get dissolved, all this energy body will go together and go and join back your causal body. And once the causal goes back, depending on what you do in this lifetime, how much of your karma you have balanced, you will either be going up towards the light or down towards the earth bound. So the more lower you go, the faster you get the rebirth. The higher you go, the more. At one point, when your karma is all balanced, you will go towards the light, not to the light, towards the light. And that's when you will become spiritual guide, spiritual helpers, spiritual teachers, even healing angels. You will become one of them, and you will come down and you will help mankind. Not only you have helped mankind, you will also help all the nature beings. You will go out down there and perform so many tasks out there in the world today who need a lot and lots of help. Man needs a lot of help in terms how to survive in this environment today. We got a lot of plastics, we are causing a lot of pollution. There are places where there's no rain at all. So you will come down as guides, you guide mankind how to find solution to this problem. You do not have to be reborn as a spiritual person. You can be reborn as an engineer who will find new ways of making things work. You'll come back and find like an agriculturist to grow things in even the seawater. You'll find some places of help man, new technologies, like how today we have a piece of wand, and this wand can do wonders. How did this wand come about? Somebody gave this wand to us and said, go and use it. This is what you do to remove your head pain, to remove your gastric pain, to remove your knee pain, to help how to relieve all your period pain from the ladies. Can you imagine? 2 minutes, the period pain is gone. Just with a piece of plastic, the symbol of Borobudu. Now, this is what I'm trying to say. God will give you if you are ready. For that to happen, you start doing the spiritual affirmation. You start saying, I am a being of divine fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of divine fire. I am the purity God desires. What I'm trying to say by saying, I am a being of divine fire. I am the purity God desires. God wants each and every one of the soul inside us to be as pure, to find the right path, to remove all the negativity, to bring positivity, to bring a lot of energy, and one day we can go back and join the supreme light. That's why we start by saying, I am a being of divine fire. I am the purity God desires. Recently, after visiting Borobudur this year, they gave a new thing. My soul is a soul of divine fire. My soul is the purity God desires. You have an addition to that. I am a being of divine fire. I am the purity God desires. My soul is a soul of divine fire. My soul is the purity God desires. Now, if you want to change something in your house, you start saying, my house is a house of divine fire. My house is the purity God desires. You can even say, my children or my family members are beings of divine fire. My family members are the purity God desires. Now remember, if you have the wand, show the wand right in front. So the right in front, imagine your family in front. You say, my family members are beings of divine fire. My family members are purity good. You can feel the energy going right now. Here, going like that. My family members are beings of divine fire. My family members are the purity God. You'll feel some heaviness. This energy is moving towards the family to do some good things that they have to. They need. They need this goodness so that they can all also evolve together with you. Then you start saying that my house, the house of divine fire. My house is the purity God desires. If you have a problem child, your daughter or your son may have some problem, and take this wand, put it in front. Imagine the person is right in front of you like that. His Ajna Chakra, his forehead. Put down here and say, my son is a son of divine fire. My son is the purity God desires. My son is a son of divine fire. My son is or you can say, my son is a being of divine fire. My son is the purity. That's much better. My son is a being of divine fire. My son is a purity God desires. My daughter is a being of divine fire. My daughter is a purity God desire. My husband is a being of divine fire. My husband is a purity God. You start saying, don't ask for time. How long should I do it? Sometimes they're so negative, you probably have to do every hour or every 2 hours once or every or 4 times or 5 times a day. I'm not going to say it's one time is enough. Sometimes a lot of things have to do in order for the negativity of that person to go away. You've got to keep on doing. Then you start saying, my country is a country of divine fire. My country is the purity God desires. My country is a country of divine fire. My country is the purity God desires. Then you start saying also, the government of my country is a government of divine fire. The government of my country is the purity God. You start blessing the government. If the government is fine and good, everybody will be happy. Everybody will get what they're supposed to get. Fair and just. So you start saying, my country is a country of divine fire, or my government is a government of divine fire. My government is a purity God. You start saying like that. We got everything here. In fact, we even asked you to bless the sun, bless the moon, bless Mother Earth. Mother Earth is a planet of divine fire. Mother Earth is a purity goddess. Now, if you have the calendar, if you want to seriously follow about blessing of all the nature beings and everything around us, then you take the first page of this calendar. It says down here, it says, I'm a being of divine fire, my soul, my family, my house, my job, my school, and my company is a company of divine fire. My company is a pure. You ought to bless the company. So when you bless the company, because there are some people who will be very negative about the company and still sit down there and do nothing about it. And they've gloat, oh, this company is terrible, but they never leave. So start saying, put a one in front, think of the company, say, my company is a company of divine fire. My company is the purity God is, or my department. What department is it? My production department is the department of divine fire. My production department is a purity God. You want everything to find and work together as one team. Start doing for the department. Okay? Then you say, my city is like, I'm now in Kuala Lumpur. Kuala Lumpur, city of divine fire. Kuala Lumpur is the purity God desire. You can say for your city. Then you say for your state. Like in India, you got many states and it makes a difference. Like for example, you can say Karnataka is a state of divine fire. Karnataka is a purity God. Because each state has got its own government. Each state has got its own chief minister or prime minister. You start saying for that state. If you're living in that state, and that state will start to move, okay? Like that. And you say, the nature beings of the clouds, wind and star, and all the skies, because we need all of these nature beings to give us what we want. So when you're nice to them, they give back to you. Like that, you bless the plant kingdom, you bless the rivers, you bless the mountains, you bless the ocean and the seas, then you bless each and every drop of water. Each and every drop of water is a drop of divine fire. Each and every drop of water is the purity God. Water is life. I need water. Even the bacteria needs water. The only guy who doesn't need the water is the virus. Because he's not a being, I don't know, he must have come from some real serious planet and down here, and they don't need oxygen, they don't need the water. They can survive without any one of these things. They are just a bunch of chemicals doing so much harm to mankind. But also there are good viruses that are helping us in some way. Okay, like that. You start doing this, you say, each and every drop of water is a drop of divine fire. Each and every drop of water is a purity God desire. Then we say, Mother Earth. And then finally we sit down. So this is the blessing that we have given everybody to follow. And the calendar comes with it in each and every month. Okay, every month is different. Okay, so we hope we can all join like the volcano. This picture was taken when we went to Bali. The Mount Agung was erupting. And the best part, we found out that the nature beings came 6,400 kilometers below Mother Earth. They came from the center of the Mother Earth when we went there to bless the Mount Agung, which is erupted. Okay, after that, everybody's fine. So today, we bless all the volcanoes of the world. The lots of volcanoes, and they can do a lot of harm to mankind. So we tell them, please forgive mankind. Please come in peace. Please go in peace. They will cool themselves up. So they need our love. They need our support. Okay, like that. Then we have got very important, the I am. Now the I am is very powerful because it says, I'm not this physical body, I'm not this wrong emotion, I'm not this wrong thought, I'm not this disturbed mind. I am the soul. Okay, this body of mine is a temple of my soul. Day by day, I am balancing my karma. I am accepting this divine direct. Accept what you are. Whether you're short, whether you're tall, whether you're dark skin, whether you're fair skin, whether your nose is crooked, or the ears is not right, accept it. Don't ask why, everybody's fine. Don't ask something that we have to balance this lifetime. That's why I'm accepting this divine direction and plan. Next, you start saying that I am God's perfection made manifest in body, mind, and soul. I am the purity and likeness of God. I am the purity God desires. I am one. I am connected with God. I am one with all. This I am. Okay, like that. We also have I am light. Wonderful thing. Next, we also have one that says blessing Mother Earth, and then blessing also the place of worship. Sometimes beautiful temples were built. Now we go down there and bless the temples. Sometimes there are a lot of negative energy in the temple that we can, by blessing, we can change this energy. So we ask you to have this and read whenever you can to understand about the spiritual affirmation. And once you do that, your connection from your higher self and light will start to improve. You can actually measure the divine cord coming into you or in the antakarna. The antakarna is God's connection to you. The divine connection is your connection to God. You can actually take the wand and measure and check your divine connection and the antakarna. The antakarna is when God connects to you. So the more good things you start doing, the more God will use you as your instrument to do something good for people, mankind, for nature beings, for animals, or anything. Do not worry about doing for man. There are lots of things that everybody can do for nature. Become an instrument of God. Okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you.